What's going on, everybody? I'm Frank Smith here with ClutchPoints, and this is Microwaveables. This is episode 4. We're coming at you live today. We have a lot of good stuff in the episode, and we even have a CP challenge. Now, you guys love the CP challenges. We do these in the Instagram. It works like this. We ask a question, you give us an answer. The person to get it right wins, okay? So you gotta be quick on this one. I'm not gonna give you the question right now. Stay tuned for a little bit. We're gonna have it pinned in the comments. No one was gonna get that up for you guys. He's also gonna show you the prize. Actually, I'll show you the prize right now. No, throw me the prize. Look at this, right here. ClutchPoints original, shoot hoops, not guns, on the Microwaveables. You know, this is a great shirt. It's got a great message. There's way too many shootings in today's world. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's just a fact. But getting back into that later. Right now, I'm gonna give you the Microwaveables. So the first thing I'm pulling out, this is an interesting one. I looked online. I said, what's a food that's gonna help you sleep? You know, I'm a little bit shocked by this one. We have the kiwi. A little tart, a little sour. I wouldn't think this would help you sleep, but it was number 1 on a couple of different results. So it must be right. Someone else that's sleeping must be eating a lot of kiwis. It's Cam Reddish. Now, the NBA ran a poll. It's an anonymous poll for all rookies. They ask them a lot of questions, but the most telling response was with who's going to have the best NBA career. Now, you probably think Zion. We've seen so much Zion. We even made a video about the media-driven hype train of Zion. You should check that out. I'll put it right up here. Excuse me, that kiwi's got me going. That is tart. But they answered Cam Reddish. Now, Cam Reddish, as you guys know, was someone we were very hard on all season long. No, could you give me some water? We were very hard on Cam Reddish. He was very hyped as a prospect, and he didn't really pan out. He was the 3rd guy at Duke. I mean, it's hard to be that guy that sacrifices. Think of Chris Bosh on the Miami Heat Big 3. He sacrificed. Now, Cam Reddish was kind of like that. Of course, they didn't win the title, but hey, Cam Reddish must be doing something right. He's got a great shot because these rookies think he's going to excel. Moving on, we have Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas is always in the news, so I got something special for you here today. I got a little bit of maple syrup. This is for you, Canada. Now, Gilbert had some not so nice things to say about Canada. He was asked why players don't want to play there. He mentioned in much more length than this that it's not about the money. Players have that. It's not about the titles in cases like Kawhi. He already has 2 separate teams. Pretty incredible. It's about family. It's about building a family. It's about going home. It's about his mom going to his games. It's about his mom going to his games and seeing him play for the first time since high school. That's pretty special. He thinks that's the reason. And here's what I have to say about it. If that is true, which I don't believe, I think if you give people enough money, they're going to go and play in Toronto. It's a great city, and they've proven they can win. I mean, let's not forget that. If that is true for Toronto, though, let's go after some Toronto players. Let's go some Canadian players. Steve Nash back in the day. They should have made a run at him. What about Trey Lyles? What about Jamal Murray? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Andrew Wiggins, not on this contract, but maybe his next one is a bargain. Could be the move for Toronto. Could be a strategy there. But Gilbert, I think you could ask Gilbert Arenas anything and he'd respond. I really think that, you know, any topic, even if you made something up, Gilbert might pretend like he has an answer. So take it for what it's worth. That's what Gil has to say. Moving on to topic number 3. I want to pull something out of the microwave here that's very, very dear to my heart. When I was a kid, I'd have a lot of these. It's the mini cereals, the mini Frosted Flakes, the mini Captain Crunches. But today, I did go with the Frosted Flakes. You can't go wrong. Now, I wish I had some milk here, but it's still delicious. Now, this Frosted Flakes, these are for Zeke. I'm sure you saw the viral video, and I'll put it right up here, of Zeke just going in on the cereal. He was with a couple other players. I forget what they were promoting, but that's what he does. He gets the first down, he eats. That's his thing. Right now, he's been eating in Cabo. He's away from the Cowboys facility. To make matters worse, his backup, Tony Pollard, is shining without him. sure you guys saw. Well, maybe you didn't. We don't do a ton of NFL here. I'll tell it for you. Jerry Jones, owner of the Cowboys, was asked after Zeke wasn't in the game and Tony Pollard was shining, "What do you think about Zeke's contract?" He responded, "Zeke who?" Now, Zeke didn't like that so much. He actually went back to Cabo, went away from the team. We made a post about it on ClutchPoints, at ClutchPoints if you guys aren't on there, talking about Zeke goes back to Cabo. He wants that new contract. He's away from the team. But maybe it's not so fair. Now, this is nothing that Zeke can change. This is out of his control. But the rookie pay scale in the NFL is unfair to running backs. These players have a low shelf life. Everyone knows that about running backs. That's why you see guys that are undrafted coming in out of nowhere. But there's some special guys. Guys taken with the top 5 picks of the NFL draft. Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott. You know, these guys have only a few years to really earn their money, and that's why Zeke's holding out right now. Them being forced by the NFL to accept the rookie pay scale is unfair. These are their prime earning years. That's why Le'Veon Bell held out. He could never get that big contract early. I really think it needs to be taken another look at by Roger Goodell. And for other positions, it's probably correct because we saw back in the day, you know, Jamarcus Russell getting that enormous contract, making all of his money before he ever played a snap in the NFL. There is a reason for it. But for running backs, maybe we need to rethink some things. Now let's get to the CP Challenge. The CP Challenge is very special because we're gonna do a Pittsburgh shout out. If you guys don't know, I'm from Pittsburgh and I have a little hometown bias and I want to throw this in there for you. So not only do you have to tell me which 2019 NBA rookie had the best three-point percentage in his most recent college season, you have to tell me where he's from. What's his hometown? So the first one to get it is getting that t-shirt. Where'd it go? Let's throw it back. Let me show it again. Shoot hoops, not guns. This is a really soft t-shirt. I actually designed this myself. It's very simple, but it should be very simple. Let's shoot hoops, not guns. That's the point. Right here. Very soft t-shirt. Fits great. We got all sizes. We're going to give you that. We're going to give you a shout out on CP. We're also going to give you a post of your choice. Now, I thought it was pretty funny. I posted in the Instagram, which will be back up. If you want a post of Derrick Rose riding a tiger through the hills of Mongolia, we're going to make that for you. We got the creative team to do it. I don't know why you'd want that. I mean, maybe now that I said it, you want that. But anything your mind can come up with, we'll create it. If you want to be in the post, we'll put you in the post. Anything. Like, don't limit yourself on this. The only way to answer this is by commenting on this video. You have to comment on this video and you have to tag a friend. Those are the only rules. So, I have one more question. You're not going to get anything if you get this question, but I want to hear your results, and I'm going to respond to you. Would you rather give up watching the NBA for an entire regular season and postseason if it meant you were going to get courtside tickets to the NBA Finals? Or would you rather just continue doing what you're doing right now? Now, to give you some perspective, these courtside tickets are like $40,000 a game. So multiply that by, who knows, maybe the series goes 7 games. You're looking at like $280,000 worth of tickets here. I mean, the games at Oracle, triple that. But, sorry, there's no more Oracle. What's the new stadium called? Noam's going to look that up for me. But the point is, it's really expensive to go to these NBA Finals games. But is it worth giving up an entire NBA season and playoffs? I'm talking give the whole thing up. You can't watch highlights. You can't watch YouTube videos. You can't watch League Pass. You can't watch your home team play. Tour Chase Center. That's the new Oracle Arena. So, if you follow our page, we got a couple special things for you here today. Number one is strange. Lamar Odom can't stop talking about how he gave up porn. We did a whole post about it. He reposted it. Maybe I should put him in the comment club. I know he didn't really even comment on it, but he did touch on it. He seems to be really intent on letting everybody know this part of his life's over, as well as candy. He's giving up candy too. Lamar Odom, you find a way to stay in the news, and we love covering you. I hope you're well. Carli Lloyd. Now this is interesting. Carli Lloyd from the U.S. women's soccer team, the champions, bombed a 55-yard field goal. Now, this is something when you're watching a game, maybe you're watching a game with your buddy from high school, he played in the soccer team. You're like, oh, come on, man, you can go out there and make a 40-yarder. It's tough. It's not that easy. And her drilling a 55-yarder makes me think that she might be able to actually do this. That would be pretty cool. First ever women's NFL player as a kicker. They don't go back to this tournament for 4 more years. Maybe she could do a little, side hustle there. I mean, that is a true bomb. A 55-yarder, that's going to win you a game. And finally, we have some more Lil Nas X. As we covered on the show earlier, Noam, can you give me the total weeks he had the number 1 spot? He lost the number 1 spot. He's no longer in the pole position. He got unseated by Billie Eilish and Justin Bieber with Bad Guy. Now, that's pretty incredible. I know we talked about this a lot of times, but the longest ever holding the number 1 spot in the history of music is pretty impressive. I don't think anybody saw this coming. 19 weeks. Are you sure? I thought it was more. 19 is what we're getting. That's an incredibly long time. I mean, just imagine like back in school when you had those 9-week periods, like and you get grades, take your report card home. 2 of those, so like half a school year. Pretty incredible stuff. That's pretty much all for today, guys. I want to let you know that we're not only at ClutchPoints, we have all the teams. Let's say you're a Suns fan. We got Suns Nation CP. That might even be a little hint for the CP challenge. But we have NBA memes. We have all these pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, on YouTube. You can watch our mini documentaries. We've got a ton of great stuff on there. The Zion from earlier, we've got some great footage there. We've got a library of about 30 of those. Those are tremendous. I know you see them in the IGTV version, but check them out on Facebook. They look even better on there. Subscribe to that channel. Let me know what you think of this, and we'll see you in episode 5.